This first picture of the stained glass windows is a picture of God creating the heavens and the earth, the plants, the animals, and Adam and Eve. The second stained glass window depicts Adam and Eve being driven out of the garden, Noah's Ark and the Great Flood, the rainbow and the dove, and the Tower of Babel. Our third stained glass window depicts Abraham's willingness to sacrifice Isaac, Jacob and his 12 sons. The descendants of Jacob, the Israelites, become slaves in Egypt. Our fourth stained glass window depicts Moses found in his basket as a baby. Moses seeing the burning bush, Egypt suffering the plagues, and Israel released from slavery. Our fifth stained glass window shows the passage through the Red Sea, the Ten Commandments, the Ark of the Covenant, the blasts of trumpets, and the walls of Jericho fall. People begin the conquest of the Promised Land. The sixth stained glass window depicts Samson destroying the pagan temple. Ruth harvests wheat. David becomes leader and psalmist, and David defeats Goliath. The seventh stained glass window depicts the Ark of the Covenant brought to Jerusalem. King Solomon displays his wisdom. King Solomon builds and dedicates the temple in Jerusalem. The eighth stained glass window shows Isaiah's prophecies foretell the Savior's coming. People are exiled from their land. 3 young men in the fiery furnace. An angel appears to Zechariah to announce that Elizabeth would bear a son. Our ninth stained glass window depicts the annunciation of the angel Gabriel to Mary. The prophecies of Isaiah remembered. Jesus is born in Bethlehem. The shepherds and kings adore Christ. King Herod slays the holy innocents. The 10th stained glass window shows Mary, Jesus, and Joseph's flight into Egypt. Jesus learns the trade of the carpenter. Jesus in the temple as a young boy. Jesus' baptism in the Jordan by John the Baptist. Our 11th stained glass window shows Christ tempted in the wilderness by the devil. Peter given the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Christ, fisher of men, gathers his apostles, and the 12 apostles. The 12th stained glass window shows Christ healing the sick, the miracle of the fishes and the loaves. Christ chastises the money changers and greedy merchants from the temple. Window number 13 depicts Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, Christ surrounded by the children, and Jesus transfigured on Mount Tabor. Our 14th stained glass window shows Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday and the Last Supper. Our 15th stained glass window shows grapes, wine, wheat, and bread, symbolizing Christ's presence in the Holy Eucharist, and Christ in the Garden of Gethsemane. Christ before Pilate, the three crosses of the crucifixion scene. Our 16th and final stained glass window shows the resurrection of Jesus, tongues of flame at Pentecost. Peter preaches to the crowd after Pentecost, foretaste of the second coming and eternal kingship of Christ.